Cheers. Let's go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Am I the only one seeing and getting ready for Wednesday? I hope not. I hope not. Don't you know, dump it up. You got to dump it up. And don't you know, dump it up. Everybody, how was your Monday? How you doing, everybody? How are you, my fam? The XRP fam. Rarely some people ask you, nowadays, how you doing? I mean, hope everybody's doing well, chilling, relaxing, getting ready, prepare, Todo bien. Stop, Emily. Happy to see you. Welcome back. Very happy to see Ross here in the house. Tangly, Arturo, the one. Ronaldo in the house. Tim. Now Lone is here too. Saucedo, my man. Green Day tomorrow. There's only one way to find out, There's only one way to find out. But I'll tell you guys, I'm putting some cash on the side just in case, because I already know how deeply manipulated and ugly things can get. I already know. Guys, you and I know that we are going to go to the moon eventually, right? We've been putting some updates and videos for you, and there's a lot of content out there. Like every single day, people tell you what you want to hear, and few people tell you what is actually real and what I think is going to happen, right? So let's have a good chat. XRP live now. Drop a like, fam. Consider subscribing to the channel. Welcome and happy to have every single one of you. Today and over the last couple of days, I think you have seen how the prices and a lot of things are kind of boring. Like not major headlines, not major price movements. It's just like kind of feels like everyone is just crypto preparing for Wednesday, Sometimes we see crypto doing well. I don't know if you noticed that meme coins like Shiba Inu and Pepe were actually putting some pretty nice numbers. But XRP and ISO 222, they're kind of quiet right now, Trump is thankfully not speaking much about crypto. So is, all about politics, and I haven't even paid attention much about politics lately. I've been kind of chilling, relaxing, but so far it kind of seems like this week it's just like last week a little bit, and this week it's just like quiet. It's like we're kind of going by and just preparing for the next 36 hours when everybody's gonna be turning in for the FOMC. It's gonna be awesome. This FOMC movement coming. I know, man. Rivera in the house. Welcome. Happy to see you. We all know that one day we'll all be, hopefully, XRP will come through before that day. Oh, Psycho Law. What's up, man? Good to have you here in the house. Why don't you report on the second ledger that XRP is using? The one the banks are not us. That's another big one, too. My brother told me that he's 200,000 down on XRP, but it's confident 200,000 down on XRP. Wow. So he bought a lot at $3 maybe. I'm just thinking out loud right here. Guys, well, cheers. I have a few things that I want to run by you, and we'll see, 228, the price of XRP, as you can see on one side of the screen. You can also see right here how there's a bunch of red, a few green, not much, just a few greens, but there's a chance that once I wake up here next, this coming Tuesday, we might see some blood on the street. Therefore, I have closed my positions right now, not losing not anything at all, basically. They were all green, made some money in some, but I'm preparing, guys. I already know somewhat what to expect, and I'm ready, for what's to come. Which it just depends what your own power will start speaking, and that in that FOMC meeting. So it should be pretty exciting, Gotta pump it up for sure. you didn't get my crypto into my cold wallet. Coinbase locked. Ooh, no way that happened, man. Coinbase locked you out. That's nasty, man. Yeah, that's not good. When an exchange locks you out, it's weird and it's not real, and that's crazy, man. That's one of the reasons I don't really use Coinbase much. I try to keep my money. Crypto.com, Robinhood, I mean, those could be a better options lately. That's my experience. So just FYI, for sure. What's up, Luis? Nice to have you, buddy. Welcome. Right now, if we go to the 1 hour, this is it. So as I'm seeing this, kind of tells me don't even play much around it, right? Everybody is just waiting on Wednesday, and since I'm not really looking at the charts 24/7 like a day trader, I'm not gonna play smart here, and I'm just gonna chill and have just the cash pending. Because let's go now to the 4-hour chart. Check this out. 4-hour chart, we're going back to Friday where the price was 247, right? Really, really good price for XRP. But now, check this. We're at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands too right now. Beautiful retracement here on Sunday. Remember, Bloody Sunday. We're back to the Bloody Sunday levels. Just yesterday or early today, it was green and then immediately rejected. Trying to pass the middle of the Bollinger Bands right now, but not possible. Rejected right here. It's a beautiful chart right there. I'm also showing you the coin market cap. Coin market cap right here, what it tells me. PancakeSwap, Pepe, some pretty nice double digits. Sui doing decently well. Sui got an ETF filing. Sui, so that's good. For Sui, I got some Sui too. But you're now seeing, Shiba Inu coming down, Stacks, a few other ones that I have no idea. Ladera H, Barcelona, Kronos, right? Trump is even still in the position, the top 50s by market cap. Can you believe Donald J. Trump's meme coin still in the top 50s? Crazy stuff. $20. Oh no, $10 right now. And I said this one a couple hours ago, cash on the side, gotta prepare for sure. Now, if I come to the daily right now, everybody, this is it. Now, this starts telling me a story that I have seen before. What is that story, Oscar? That we are losing strength and the price is not likely to go down. That is the story I'm reading right here. Am I the only one? So, does look like there's a big chance we might see more blood on the street. So just get ready, fam. Nobody knows what the future, but here we can prepare for it, Like we had a nice rejection right there as we were coming back from the 190, right? The FUD. We got a 247, which is great. People were very happy. XRP was doing phenomenal, much better than Bitcoin, actually, much better than Ethereum. XRP was doing really, really good. But here comes a big week. Here comes a big one. And I take what I can afford to lose weekly from my paycheck, save half for your crashbacks, and buy long-term quality levels only, trade and hold my minimum. Stop Planist. Great to have you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Let's go. Staying with me, my restriction is ending at the end of the month, being restricted for about 2 months. I think you're talking about the Coinbase situation, right? Man. Coinbase sucks sometimes. Please, Oscar, answer. Oscar News is XRP has 2 separate ledgers. One that's the banks currently using and buying XRP, and retail. If that's the case, that makes sense for sure. Tato wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't be too scared or surprise or whatever, if Ripple has built different places for retail and institutional investors, but the XRP layer has to be the one used by all of them. So that's the answer. Recession incoming, somebody saying, well, if it is, that would imply BTC going to 60,000, Welcome to the new subscribers. How we doing, everybody? Drop a like, fam, and consider letting everybody know that we're live because we're prepared. I come here to, once again, you relax and let us know how you're preparing and, trying to make sure that my community is well served. As of right now, things are just sideways trading. Let's put it this way. Sideways trading for sure. I haven't bought much crypto. I've just been, my Discord community, my X community right now is just like, they know, I'm just hoarding cash right now for whatever comes. There's speculation banks are using private ledger where XRP is worth thousands while the retail X worth 250. I'm not sure about that, Tato. Great question to ask to, Monica Long, or just do our due diligence on that for sure. But if there's speculation, if you're finding that speculation on X, watch out, because on X, you really have to source all those accounts for sure. How long to FOMC? That's Wednesday at around 1:30 p.m. Central Time. By Wednesday, 1 p.m., we'll all be watching. It's just going to be pretty amazing to see the next. So if you are ready with some trading, just know that people are about to get liquidated, Just watch out with that. Watch out with leverage. Hey, Diego, what's up, buddy? Happy to see you. Welcome. There's nothing to worry about the next month, Ripple. Maybe I will solve this matter and everything will start moving. Yeah, things are looking just flat right now. I was telling my other community in the Spanish channel, and I'm going to tell you guys something here too. How many of you guys think that we might need to wait a few more years? I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. Now, I hope I'm wrong. And within a few more months, we get more movement. But here's the deal. I don't really like it. Like, I really want to see some big things moving, Like, here's the deal, man. Let's just kind of like chill for a second. Let's just put it very simple so everybody's safe. Price-wise, like the next like big uptick, like the next big OMG, that is like life-changing bull market, massive, unbelievable price where everybody stops and looks at Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and they're like, what's going on? Like the news go wild and euphoria and that. In 2021, we had QE. Anybody know what QE is? Or am I super smart and quick to react people? Quantitative easing, right? We had a bunch of money in the economy because of the pandemic. It's a lot of money. People couldn't go anywhere. People had a lot of money. People couldn't go anywhere, and they were stuck in their houses watching YouTube and more stuff. Therefore, they had the chance. We had like a perfect time. Like we had a perfect time for people to come to crypto, come to stocks and finance, you know? What what concerns me a little bit when it comes to the timing is that I'm not sure if 2025 is enough for us to see that majestic rally. We could have a much bigger price, don't get me wrong, but I still am finding ways to convince me as far as if it's actually going to be 2025 or not. That's my latest dilemma. You forgot Tiger King. Quantitative seasoning. So yeah. I obviously am doing my own due diligence. I'm just voicing my thoughts here because one thing is Trump can come and start tweeting and everything goes crazy and we have success and things can go really nice. But I mean, like when we have more adoption, people go mainstream and everybody kind of starts going crazy and the prices start exploding and all of that. I think years ago I was telling you, fam, oh yeah, 2025 has to happen, right? Trump is coming and this and that. But now that I'm kind of seeing how the pace is moving and how things are taking time and that people are not reacting the way I think a lot of analysts want it. Like now that Trump is in office and he is speaking up at the crypto capital of the world and Bitcoin and all of that, it's like new investors don't even care. You feel me? It's like nobody's really talking about crypto, even with the president speaking about it, because I think it's obviously much needed to have the price backing us up. We need that price backing us up, right? So what I'm saying is, now that Trump is here and speaking clearly that crypto is important for Americans, of course, things are in motion. Of course, yeah, things are in motion, 100%. We just have to wait a little bit longer. 2025, 2026, end of 2025, middle of 2026, which kills me to say it because I really, really kind of wanted to see, altcoins already start moving by now to forecast something much better, for summer. Now, it's good to hear, guys, that some of you don't mind waiting, which is good, but for XRP, just at least XRP, we might stay in the $2, $3 for a while. And I know for a lot of people that is not like the best price ever, It's not the best. Like, oh no, $2, $3. That's not really what they are signing up for. They want to see the $10, the $100, because when you go to X, see all these predictions that are insane, $100,000, $1,000, and 100. That's like, of course, we want to see those, but the events that we are also waiting for, the Ripple case, the ETFs, they're going to help, right? They're obviously going to help, but that's going to be more XRP dedicated. I wonder when the next and big macro event is going to take us to the next level. That's for sure. A few of the things that I'm cooking. There's moving pieces right now that are going through, right? And I'm excited, man. So I'll put this in a video where I explain, my full thoughts, clarity, and concise and everything. But I'm giving you guys a nice trailer of what's to come. Where in 2024, as the price was moving really nice from the low 40s all the way to 100,000, man. When you hear Michael Saylor and other different big players, billionaires speak on, oh yeah, we're gonna pass, you know, $500,000 and we're gonna pass XRP and Ethereum, we're gonna pass billions and billions. And you're like, well, when, right? As of right now, inflation, tariffs, wars, conflicts, all kinds of things are affecting crypto and the stock market, right? And the stock market is obviously looking for the next big thing. So it is early, like the internet. We're just learning how to use emails like back in the day. Emmanuel, you're good. That's a good one, Emmanuel. Yeah, you're right. Oscar Paul Atkins today say that if Ripple versus the SEC might go to the Supreme Court, if that happens, the court won't be over this year. That will put a pause on the price. Oh my, really? I didn't know that. Paul Atkins said today. I didn't know that actually. Giovanni, thank you for that. I had no clue. Let's take a look at that. Is that recent? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not recent. This is yeah. There's a few people sharing this video, but it is not recent. But yeah, if it ends up, at the Supreme Court level, hopefully it doesn't end up at the Supreme Court because it's gonna take much longer, like you said, for sure. I'm a trader and I move with the range. Nice, man. But hey, you have to also remember what Eleanor said to the entire community, that there's a few sources saying that case might be over soon. So I'm just waiting, man. Those will be good news. Everybody, welcome to the live. Special live tonight. Triple like fam, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bells. Looking at the 15 minutes or 1 hour candle for the price of XRP. You're more than welcome to ask anything you want in the chat. And it's always good to have a lot of friends here. How's your Monday, right? A few people are angry, crying. Who cares? Give me XRP is also there. And, people are also happy. We like that, man. We like that. President Trump said Monday that if the Federal Reserve Governor Michelle will be centralized banks new by chair supervision, taking a former Kansas being commissioner as the Feds. Okay. Scams, no bull run this year, fellas. Take your profit now. We'll see you in 2029. I mean, guys, look, I want my money, man, let's say it as clear as possible. We want to make money soon. But the thing is, BTC, if you go all, look, go back to 2011, man. Right? This is 2017. This is 2021. So like 100 and $109,000, guys. That is obviously amazing for Bitcoin, but not like what everybody's dreaming to, for Bitcoin to end as the final price. And that happened in January, right before he took office. With the office. So the next big rally, that's the one everybody's talking about. That's going to be the Trump rally. This one was the, prior rally. The first kind of like flavor of what it's going to look like as we wait for more months to come. what they're working right now is really, it's taking us a while, but the next bull run that we had right now, that's the big one that everybody's talking about, everybody. Because I think that $109,000 is just an appetizer to what's to come for sure. Hey, what's up, Epic Chicken? FOMC, of course, 100%. Just FOMC meeting, which it's going to be the Federal Open Market Committee. There you have it, brother. You can always Google it, but there you go. It's we'll have Jerome Powell speaking. Everybody gets crazy. It's just a good one. Oscar, I think Ripple can avoid the Supreme Court if they come to an agreement on the settlement. You think that'll happen? That I think that it's gonna be much better, to speed things up. An agreement, settlement, so you don't really wait longer. My humble opinion, Stewart and Brad are dying for that case to be over. It's just gonna be great for the community, and everybody should be very, very excited for that. It's just my take. Huge congrats to David Sachs on the appointment. He understands tech inside out. And importantly, he will push forward President Trump's crypto and AI pro innovation plans, the Dream Team. Just makes sense, man. I think a lot of people were really, really bullish and excited, prior he, got sworn in. That took us to the 109. That took us to the 339. But it's what's happening today in crypto that is welcoming all this excitement and the building and the money and the investors and the protections and the laws and the acts. And right now we're getting the right people. We don't even have, Paul Atkins as the, confirmed SEC chair. And we're also waiting for the CFTC chair. And we're also waiting on the case. We're also waiting on the ETFs. And there's not only XRP ETFs, guys. We have Avalanche, Solana, Sui. We are waiting on BlackRock. Like, there's so many great things to be bullish about crypto. So my deal is it all going to happen in 2025? Yes or no? Because if yes, then I think the end of 2025 is when I'm looking to make my money. See what I'm saying? But if everything that I just laid out, it doesn't happen in 2025, just one or two things, which kind of sounds crazy, right? Then we might need to wait a little bit longer, fam. And that's kind of like what it's a struggle for some people. It is for me, because it's like I obviously am gonna wait. It's not like I'm gonna just sell right now. Okay, goodbye everybody. That's it. But man, I mean, another year. It's like, woof. Another year, Ah, man. Hey, Oscar, question. What is the highest realistic price XRP can reach? Putting down 5K on XRP. Well, I got a lot of people have way more, so don't worry, brother. Realistic price, when is the deadline? What's the deadline that you think you want to cash out? Because that's another big question, Oscar, you're today not in a good mood about XRP. No, Osman. I'm as bullish as any day, but I'm just having a different twist right now with the conversation that we're having, right? Sometimes it's just good to step back from the bullish and the hype accelerator, right? We're just looking things a little bit different today. It's like, we're going to make a lot of money, 100% guaranteed. It's just that how long are we waiting for that? That's the topic of today's, mostly kind of like how things are moving right now. What do we have here? It's going to happen this year. Trump is working fast, my man. Oscar, we can use that extra year for accumulating more XRP. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's what I'm doing, That's what I'm doing. 2025 regardless. Because here's the thing, guys, to all my 1,000 people watching me right now. If we don't have the price I've been telling you for a while this year, well, I apologize in advance because I'm a bullish person overall, but I cannot control Trump, the markets, and decisions made by different agencies, because it kind of feels like the case can be dropped at any point, but we haven't heard anything. Like they told us about 7 cases or more when it comes to crypto, but nothing about XRP Ripple. We all are waiting this is going to happen this year, right? So hopefully it does. What are you drinking? Oh, just a little bit of nice water and what was it? Cranberry juice. Give me some bullish news about HBAR. Oscar, what's up, Scott? Happy to see you, buddy. Welcome. Oscar, sorry to spam, but what's happening Wednesday? Oh, yeah, the FOMC meeting, brother. The FOMC meeting. Now, by then, I'll be super hyped and ready. You know me. But it's not Wednesday yet. It's not Wednesday. Today, we're just kind of getting the vibe of the people, the community, everybody here, the degens, all of us who, despite the price of XRP being at 229 kind of boring, we're still here showing up because you never know what can happen. And I'm going to always take care of my community in the chat. So thank you for being here. Thank you. Wondering why you want to cash out XRP when the dollar will be worthless after a stock market crash. Not necessarily. So here's the deal. The reason why taking profits is important, brother, is because we're going to go into another bear market. The crypto is cyclical. So if you never take profits, it's up to you, of course, right? But I will take profits because there's some plans that I have. We all have different plans, obviously. And you see Bitcoin at $83,000 right now. So let me give you an example. $83,000 Bitcoin looks pretty sexy, looks pretty high up there, right? If you bought at 20,000, 30,000. But what if I tell you that in the next bull cycle, Bitcoin goes to $230,000, okay? $230,000. And then in the next bear cycle, bear market, goes back down to $90,000. What will you do? Now, for that to happen, we have to wait like 4 years, give or take. So would you not take profits at $200,000 Bitcoin, or just keep waiting and holding? Like you're going to be back to prices like this. When you know that, I mean, you understand that crypto is cyclical. Like Bitcoin is not going to be back to 20,000, 10,000, 5,000. No, that's not going to happen. But it will go much higher, guys. It will go much higher for sure. Ooh. Hello, we're waiting to buy, guys. I'm ready to hit the buy button. What's up, man? Yeah, me too, bro. We got some cash in the side. Me too. I feel you, brother. I feel you. I'm ready to buy, but I know my crypto. Sometimes it's good to wait, Buddy, I can't afford Bitcoin. I know, Osman, I know. That's why some of us were buying XRP, because people don't want to buy BTC. Guys, if you watched my video earlier today about XRP, which I appreciate you, fam, for joining us, XRP is crushing everybody in the polls. Let me show you like all the Bitcoin maxes you want. And look, there's a reason why Michael Saylor, he doesn't do any polls when it comes to Bitcoin and XRP, because there's a big chance XRP is going to win. It's true. Crypto's a roller coaster. It is indeed, Ray. It is indeed, bro. It's like we have the best possible scenario right here in our heads, but it's not going to happen exactly how we want it. Everybody wanted Donald Trump to win. Everybody for crypto. Yes, Trump. Kamala Harris was the worst. Many, many reasons why she was, right? But one of that was crypto because she was already the vice president. It's like, dude, Trump won. Great. Immediately, the crypto market 2x. Immediately, 2x. But now we're seeing what Trump is actually doing. And obviously people are having like second thoughts. Some people are like, okay, what's going on here? But we got to go through that pain cycle. And then we're going to go back stronger than ever. That's it. Oscar, have you ever discussed how many shares of XRP you have? Just asking. Yes, JC. And what I say is it's private for sure. For some reason, right? Some people want to know how many. Well, I mean, it's not going to happen, brother. Nobody should be forced to reveal what you have for obvious reasons, right? If you value your family's security and safety, you're not going to do that, right? So you're not going to reveal things. Remember, once you're doxxed, it's fair game for a lot of people. That's one of the reasons that crypto, 80-90% of the people like to remain anonymous on X, on YouTube, but not me. I'm a real person, right? So that's basically what it is. Oscar, do you see Elon Musk's interview? The government was using 7 computers to make computerized money, fake money, causing taxes to go up. Oh, no, I didn't see that, Giovanni, but you always bring me some good news and good info, man. I appreciate that a lot for sure. A lot of people want that wealth from you. It's hard to think that once regulation is in place, the prices will go back to unregulated prices. Yeah, I hear you, man. Like a lot of people say, Bitcoin was much better before the government came in. Yep, I feel you too. Big pump coming, Dubai, first license, break second. What is this? There hasn't been any talk about crypto anymore. Only XRP and Bitcoin. Everything else is garbage now. Keep your crypto in your wallet, not safe sitting on the exchange rate, 100%. That's why, the wallets are the places to go right now. Yeah, for sure. So I think Trump is smart enough to direct his team not to launch another meme coin, I'm sure that he had some pretty serious conversations with whoever, authorized that. And I'm sure that, it was fun. It was fun. Trump, obviously Melania is over. Trump coin is close to a price that is, $10, obviously. It was $70, man. It's the president's meme coin. And the reason why I'm mentioning is that it's because of that. We had a time of craziness in the space. Like people just didn't know what was going on. There's a lot of money made for sure, but it was more the insiders who were making that money. Insiders, Solana whales, Solana snipers. And people were obviously criticizing everything because it was draining the liquidity from everywhere. It was draining a bunch of liquidity from Kronos, from Ethereum, Binance, Solana, all into the meme coins, right? Some people here watching us here from XRP, you guys don't like meme coins, and I get it. So if indeed we have another meme coin from Trump, man, that might happen during the uprise of crypto that we're waiting for, that we're trying to get to, right, as fast as possible. By then, XRP is gonna be center stage, so everybody can see it. XRP will be really good by then. Oh, I'm so ready. Is your sell price for XRP based on the price or years? If it's $10 this year, how much would you sell? How high can it go? KJF, what's up? Good to have you. It's a good question, you know. Here's the deal, you know. Pricing in crypto happens so fast. You have barely a few minutes, hours to make a decision. It's not like you can stay on it for a few days and then no. Especially when things go in a pump and dump manner. One thing is like we take a few years to get to $10 XRP. Another thing is because of one new, you know, headline or so, something massive happens tomorrow, and then it starts a clock. And by the time that news break, the price of XRP explodes. That explosion is obviously going to get a bunch of volume, but it's only going to last a few moments. I don't like that. I don't like that because it's so quick. Typically, you are not ready. People mostly buy at the top, and then at the end of the day, you're gonna just lose it. I like more, you know, when it takes a little more time and then you see the growth and then we have a bull market. But that's kind of also what I'm wondering, right? If we get to $10, $8 by a mega massive pump, I won't have any other choice but to sell accordingly. But if we take a while and it's more sustainable and it's more consistent, right? That's kind of like what I prefer. But we'll just have to see, right? Because take a look at the weekly right here, right? The price of XRP, which is something that I really love, you know, from November. We had a massive, nicely pump. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks of pump. Then 3 weeks of retracements. Then 4 weeks of pump. Then 2 weeks of retracements. And here right now, continuing that consolidation on the price of XRP. So I think it's fair to say that there's a lot of people who want the price to just go back crashing, right? And as of right now, we're being super sturdy and solid. Just look at this. This is, I mean, we go back to 2021, how the price of XRP massively skyrocketed. But then it was sold off, came back up a little bit, and then it was completely thrown out. And that was the end of a nice bull season at middle of 2022. And the price was 28 cents. And look at how much we waited. How much people waited for this. Now we're here. These are weeks, everybody, what you're seeing right now on the screen. So in order to get to the $10 mark right here, how many more weeks are we going to be able to withstand and wait? That's the future, right? So if it's by pump, mega, massive, little awesome pump, then you have to make choices very quickly, right? But we'll get to that once time comes, guys. So exciting. So exciting for sure. Should I hold Ethereum or sell for Avalanche or Solana? Well, Ethereum, I do have some Ethereum. I like it. I think it's still going to be okay. It's just one of those times that Ethereum is just not the first choice of a lot of crypto investors, you know. Ethereum at some point was the a better Bitcoin, easier way to become rich. Things have changed, right? FY. I think Ripple wants this to go to the Supreme Court to have the president said, which would be even better for us. However, it will take years for a decision. You think so, James? Imagine, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Watch you all the time. By the day. What's up, Chris? Nice to have you, buddy. Welcome. Diamond hands, 100%, man, 100%. You know, that's, I think, another good video to go about, Supreme Court, or it's going to be finally, resolved soon, because it could be resolved, very fairly quickly if Ripple wants to pay as much money as, the SEC is asking, but it's all up to the Ripple team and the SEC to find out. It'll be fun. Oscar is drinking the blood, and so you know me, man. That's the way we do it here. Now, as you can tell, and we're looking at the 15 minutes, it's all really ready. Nobody has control right now. Everybody's just expecting anything at this point. But one thing is for sure, we're not yet over that $2 threshold. At any point, we can, go under that to 190 once again, 195 once again, if we don't hear what I think the market wants to hear from Jerome Powell. He has a lot of power. Not even Trump can stop it, guys. Jerome Powell right now is his week. This is the time for Jerome Powell to come out and say, are we going to go and end the quantitative tightening, right, QT, by finally putting a pause to, rebalancing the balance sheet, right? And making sure that things are finally stopping as far as the inflation coming down, and making sure that we're now start to liberate that interest by cutting it. We're all going to hear that on Wednesday, and it should be pretty fun. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll right now, everybody. Closing the poll. What's up, Guts? Glad to have you, buddy. Welcome. Play your YouTube channel on the big screen every day. My kids and wife are tired of just saying it, but I love it, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Wesley. Happy to have you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Shout out to your fam. That's really awesome, man. Yeah, we've been doing this for a long time, and we have created an amazing community, even in the blood on the streets. Once we play the music, once we see some pumps, and once I'm, feeling much better overall, we're gonna go crazy, right? But it's always important to come out and just say the facts that we don't have all the answers, but the best strategy that we can do, guys, is to prepare ourselves for what's to come in 2025, 2026, because obviously by the end of the decade, less than 5 years to go. Many of us watching, we got 1,000 people here. We'll be already millionaires by then. Now, is 5 years enough? Or you want to wait till the end of your 401k, 401, Roth IRA, right? So I will say not guaranteed, but with 99% confidence level, 99% confidence level that by 2030, many people here watching and listening to these words will be already financially free. As long as you continue steady holding and we got life, praise the Lord, we continue healthy, and it should all be fine. Because by 2030, obviously Trump will be already in the past, hopefully alive with us too. That'll be awesome. But we'll have a new president. Will it be JD Vance? Will it be somebody else who is pro-crypto? We'll see, right? But we'll have new challenges by then. We'll have new things to worry about in 2030. But one thing is certain, right? I think these 4.5 years that we have ahead are enough for us to have more, quantity of interest, frameworks, laws. Just going to be phenomenal. But it's up to you what you do today to get to 2030 victorious, winning. Because there's a lot of people, guys, that by 2030 will be starting to invest in XRP. It's a lot of people who are going to come to XRP for the first time. What is the price you think XRP will be by 2030? 7, 10, 20? Well, guess what? They're going to pay 7, 10, 20. That's what they're going to pay. They're going to buy it. And they're going to be very, very happy that they're going to pay that amount of money. Because by then, Bitcoin might be, what do you like? $300,000 will be a house. People will be saying, wait, what do you want to get? A brand new house, which with inflation and, appreciation in the assets, a house average in the US might be already $450,000 or $500,000, right? Well, they will tell you, what do you want? A house or one Bitcoin? You see? And BlackRock, in all of their advertisements will be, get a Bitcoin, buy it here with us. I already see it, man. I already see it. It's going to happen, man. So it's up to you. God willing, guys, by 2030, this guy is already retired, massively, family, bunch of kids. And we're still going to be doing YouTube, but not going to worry about waking up early. We're just going to be like, okay, whatever. Let's just enjoy because we're set for life. All right, fam? Well, that's what I got for you, everybody. I hope you liked it. Just a few thoughts that I want you guys to take home. It's basically what we do today that's going to set a really great future for what's ahead. I'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's go to the moon. Oscar, what do you think is the amount of XRP in most people's portfolios? I think it's less than 10,000 based on my research. Less than 10,000. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Vani, and for all the awesome moderators and members and new subscribers. You guys are insane. You're awesome and the best. But we'll see. We'll see, I'll see you Wednesday. Stay tuned. Peace.